श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम रामा हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगं लंघायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनतारणं परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम् ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. Welcome to the 6th session of Festival of Enlightenment. So we'll dedicate this presentation to His Divine Grace Shri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And today's topic is Mind Your Mind. So we will request our mind to please today let me mind to the session, right? Concentrate. Okay. So we will we will understand about the nature of the mind, how it works and how it tricks and how we can control it. So we hear multiple voices whenever some decision thing comes, right? Inner consciousness we say, and some kind of two things will come. We should do this or we should do that. But we are not able to, we will be confused which decision we should take, whether to do this, and then we realize we should have done it in other way. So these two voices comes, right? What are those two voices? One voice is from mind, another voice comes from intelligence. So there will be a fight. Like mind will say, I think we discussed that example. A diabetic person going for a dinner party, and his plate is full, puri, pulao, paneer, matar masala, no place in his plate. But then finally he is seeing the dessert counter. And he is diabetic. He is being instructed by doctor, if you eat any sweet, you will die. But man is saying, manna to वैसे भी है, खा के मर जाओ. So two voices are coming. One is giving what is right, another one is telling what you like, right? So liking is we want to eat gulab jamun, and intelligence is saying. But mind is saying we like gulab jamun, we should eat. Intelligence will help mind. Why? Because he'll say, ठीक है ना, करेले का जूस पी लेंगे, right? So intelligence will give the plan based on mind's liking, right? Clear na? So whatever mind says, so you are feeling like these 2 hours. People who actually they should come, maybe I don't know, online they may be listening. So people will feel like session, if we go 2 hours, it's better we'll sit and little bit online only, we will just understand it. Going, coming unnecessarily, time will be wasted. So mind will come up with some ideas and the intelligence will say, yeah, what you are saying is right, that is how we should do, and then mind wins. Okay. So we will just see this shlokas. we have done this, we have understood this part, like how our gross body and subtle body. Now we will try to understand how they function, right? So please recite after me. Bhumirapo nalo vayu kham mano buddhirev cha ahankara iti yamme binna Prakritirashtadha. Somebody can translate.
Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence and false ego, all together these 8 constitute my separated material energies.
Bhagavad Gita 7.4. So Bhumi, Rapo, Nalo, Vayu, Kham, Mano, Buddhi, Evacha. है ना? So Bhumi, Rapo, Nalo, Vayu. How many are there? 5. है ना? This Man, Buddhi, Ahankara. Man, Buddhi and Ahankar 3. So 5 plus 3, 8. So Ashtadha mane 8. Bhinna Prakriti. Bhinna means separated. Who separated? Lord separated. So all these are Lord's separated energy. Now if we see these 8 separated energies, as we go subtler, the sense of realizing or feeling goes slow. That means, say for example, if you see the example of ether, sound propagates through ether. So what happens when you take an example of ether, you have a which sense objects get activated? Hearing, sound, right? So one sense is activated. What is that? Hear, right? So this is on the ether part of it. Then we get into Vayu, air. So when you talk about air, you will have you can hear the sound also, है ना? Hearing is there. Now what are we doing? We are getting into gross part. Okay, subtle to gross. So when you are talking about Vayu is, you can have one is your hearing, another one is Vayu. You will you will feel, है ना? Sense of feeling. You will just see nalo mane Agni. Kham Bhumi, Rapo, Nalo, Vayu. So see, as we go gross by gross, one sense of hearing, seeing, touch, all this keep activated. Now if you talk about water has when you talk about water has a taste, है ना? Earth has a smell, but earth has a smell, earth will have a taste. See, what I am trying to say is, as you go one object to another as gross, so your various senses gets activated. So in the first level, when you are in the subtler stage, you can hear, but you are not able to see. When you go into one other level, you will be able to hear and you will be able to feel. When you go little more gross, you will be able to see. Other things are also there, but now you are able to see. When you go little more ahead, you will be able to taste. When you go one more step ahead, you will be able to smell. Are you clear with this? So when you are at broad, subtler level, you can just hear. You can't feel, you can't see. Fire you can see, you can touch, you can feel also, you can see also. So as you go grosser by grosser, previous will be there, one more thing get activated. So when one more sense get activated, that means yes, one see now ears, hearing gets activated, seeing get activated, smell get activated. So what are these? These are your senses. Are you clear with the correlation? So when you are into the subtler stage, you cannot feel, you can't see, na? So that's how the examples are given. Bhumi rapo nalo vayu kham mano buddhi revcha ahankara iti yamme binna prakritir ashtada. So these 8 things are there, and it's going from one subtler to another. So these 5 components which we were talking, they are at the gross, right, and 3 components are at the subtler level. When you are talking about gross, that means it will be having some kind of association with sense objects and senses. So that is why eyes, ears, nose, skin, all these senses are coming, but they get activated as the component become grosser and grosser, right? Till the time it is subtler. Now you take an example of mind. Can you see mind? Mind you can't see, but you still have some of the things, like you can say mind is crazy, right? You can understand about, like there is something going with the mind. You cannot see, you cannot touch, you cannot feel, right? But there is something going into the mind that you can correlate. Now you talk about intelligence. That also, now you are going more subtler. Then you talk about ahankara, and then you talk about soul. Soul though not at all we can feel, right? So the subtler part is very difficult to realize. Gross part we can, so that is the problem, that is the reason. So mind your mind, why we are studying is because mind is something which is at the subtle level, and we cannot get into, see we are trying to get into the spiritual study. Spiritual study mane about soul, and soul is subtler. So very difficult to understand soul. That is why we are sitting and we are trying to understand. But before getting into the soul, this thing, we are just trying to see what is the correlation of soul with the other subtle elements and how we can study that. So before getting into that subtle element, we were just trying to see how we can correlate with the gross element. That is why we spoke about earth, water, fire, air, ether. Why we are saying that earth has a smell? Because when it's a very nice mitti and then rain comes, the smell will be very nice. You can smell, mitti ka taste, you can touch, you can feel, all the senses are activated for the earth, right? When you talk about fire, 3 senses. When you talk about water, taste is there, 4 senses, like that it is. So you can correlate, you can see this cross element, you can feel that. But subtle element, we are not able to feel. Now we want to learn about super soul. We want to know about ourselves, soul. But before getting into the soul, we should first understand one subtle component, which is mind. Are you clear? The base is clear? So that is what we are trying to understand. First part is mind. So mind works on the concept of liking and disliking, that the way we were given the example for diabetic person. So it just sees what I like, what I don't like, you know. And then on what basis mind's likes and dislikes comes? What could be the basis? Basis is happiness. That means
previous experience, like if you are interested in sweets and all, the mind will always tell, okay, take sweets.
So you have tasted something and then you started liking it, and you have tasted some bitter thing and then you won't like it, right? And previous experiences, somewhere you went and that restaurant food was good and I like it, right? So based on that your mind starts liking or disliking based on the experiences. But apart from experiences, we also discussed about some impressions on the mind from previous birth, like sanskara, and this birth also. You will see like some children, you will see very very decent, disciplined, and then people will say their sanskars are very good, right? So these sanskars are, some are coming in this lifetime, and some are from the previous birth. So those impressions are there, and those impressions are created on the mind, and that's how liking and disliking come in the childhood. Okay. Now how mind's liking and disliking comes? This comes from various resources, like there are some advertisement, media, posters. You see, like there's a one nice example which I remembered. Like you have gone for a shopping, and you are into a mall, and you are trying to buy toothpaste. So when you are going to buy toothpaste, you remembered, आपके toothpaste में नमक है, आपके toothpaste में नमक है. You are remembering that statement. You are seeing the toothpaste and seeing whether it has a namak. So that impression is there in the mind, and we try to buy things based on those impressions. So much we would have seen in the media, in the TV. I remember that statement कि एक लड़की इतनी बार बार बोल के बोली है, तुम्हारे टूथपेस्ट में नमक है, तुम्हारे टूथपेस्ट में नमक, इतना बोलती है कि हमें नमक के बिना वाला नहीं चाहिए. And that's how that impressions gets created, because they will do so much of publicity. This iPhone newspaper full page also will come, so people get attracted. This phone only we have to buy, है ना? So because you get that impressions from here and there, from your neighbors, from your discussions, right? And that's how mind picks up the things and start liking and disliking. And then intelligence will not be able to guide also. Intelligence will not be, why? That also we'll see. Now mind, acha, now tell me, Anna Mataji, what is the video editing software? Video editing software you were using, na? Canva.
That is for posters.
हाँ.
Clipchat is for
हाँ. So any other software? हाँ. So what do we do through those softwares? Editing, and some pictures here, some pictures there, combine it and create something, right? What mind does? Same. So mind is the best video editor. You go for a movie or just sleep, suddenly that movie is, every character will change, you will be moving, something had happened, some story. That's a perfect editor, right? It creates its own images, its own illusions. Are you getting this point? Like how mind creates images. Prabhupada's one analogy is, you have seen gold, and then after that you have seen mountain, and then in the dream you are seeing golden mountain. So mind mix everything and creates one picture out of it. Okay. So all these things comes from nearby resources or sanskars, which are there in this lifetime or in the previous births. Now we will see definition, like what is the acronym for each alphabet. M, mind magnifies the problem. Okay, so mind magnifies. First we will just see that, and then we'll keep going. I, infinite thoughts. N, never in present. D, distraction. S, stress and anxiety. So we will just see how it magnifies problem. So you have some small thing happened, but mind magnifies it to that extent, like people take different kind of actions. I was just hearing about one case study where it is in Belgaum during COVID. So that wife got detected with COVID, and that situation second phase was very bad. People were dying in that, right? And then husband got a heart attack and he died, but wife recovered. But why he died? Because this problem looked so big, because people were dying, no oxygen cylinder, there was no hospital beds in the hospital. He was so worried. That tension made him too stressful, and then he died. So mind magnifies the problem based on what it has heard from everywhere. So that example which I am talking about is COVID example. He has seen what is happening in and around, what is happening in the hospital, how, and media to, like, they were, but small thing also they were showing it very very big, right? So because of that people were scared, and people were so scared, like they were keeping extra, those who had money, they were keeping extra oxygen cylinder at home because of this tension, and unnecessarily others were suffering, right? Because of mind, because mind created such a it has magnified the problem, because like it happens with us also. When you hear something, it gets registered, and whether it should not happen to you, but still that problem will happen, because it has come into your mind in so badly, and mind has put in your thought process, and it happens. So what happens when you are when your problem is magnified, what happens? And we see that problem looks very big, and and then we are not able to take this decision what is right or what is wrong. For example, you are having an exam, okay? So for Mataji's, like Bhakti Shiksha exams, or for students college exam, you are going for an exam, and suddenly you are meeting your friends, and that friend is coming and saying, have you read this, the topic? Then suddenly you are thinking, oh, this only I didn't read, and then suddenly your confidence level is down, and whatever you know also you will forget, right? You are going, like, you are so confident, you have read everything, but since it's, have you read this? ठीक है ना? If you have not read this, now you can't do anything. It's gone. But still you are thinking. So since you are thinking about that topic, whatever you know also, you are getting confused, and you are not able to focus on the exam, right? This happens, right? Because your friends will be like this only. Have you read this? Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vriksha exam also you are going, and then this shloka you know, then suddenly oh this only I just left it, that only will come, and then what we wanted to go through it, revise it, that we will not revise, but other things we will revise. Now this is some kind of some study, like where about the depression, like people are it was in this, it's given, or in the COVID, more than COVID, people are dying because of this depression. The problem is so magnified, people are thinking for that, and they are getting depression. They get anxiety unnecessarily. This mind is playing, only mind is playing, and it has created such a small thing to a big problem, like people are keep on thinking. You know what, nothing will happen, like no, you can't change the situation also, but still you will be thinking, and you will never be in the present. You will be thinking about future, or you will be thinking about past, because this has happened with that person. It might happen with us in future, but we are not in the present. So now tell me one thing, like, do we have a problem in life? Everybody has a problem. If you say no, then to no worries. नहीं, हाँ वो तो झूठी है. But do you have a, if somebody says no problem, that means तब तो everything is settled. No tension, no worries. But if you say yes, Okay, you say yes. Then, can you do something about it? Yes, no. Some yes, some no, right? But if it is no also, then also you can't do. So why worry? If yes, you can solve the problem, then also why worry? So finally, why worry? So worry is leading to depression, right? Worry is only leading because mind is magnify. See, when you study this, ना we feel सच्ची में माइंड कैसे पागल बनाता है. वही मानना रही है पागल. ऐसे तो वो एक हमारे आचार्य का गाना है तो, लेकिन मूवीज में दिल तो पागल है, तो ऐसे करके लाइक एक्चुअली इट इज मैड एंड दिस इज इट इज सो मैड लाइक unnecessarily small things gets bigger. Office project creates tension. For that, you people are not able to do other things. Why? Because I am struggling in an office. Since you are struggling in an office, what you are present here, that also you are not able to enjoy. So first is mind may, what is M? Magnifies problem. So when it magnifies problem, what happens? It leads to worry, tension, right? Because small thing become very big. So I stands for infinite thoughts. Okay, so we will have one video here.
अरे विवेक, I want to talk to you something. Yes sir. चलो अभी तो तुम निकलो, मंडे को बात करते हैं. ओके? पता नहीं सबको क्या बात करनी, कहीं मेरा प्रोजेक्ट तो नहीं चेंज हो रहा, कहीं मेरा रिव्यू तो नहीं है मंडे को, बॉस को कहीं पता तो नहीं लग गया कि मैं अपनी मंथली पीपीटी अपने इंटर्न से बनवा रहा. सर, हाँ सर, आप कह रहे थे कुछ ज़रूरी बात करनी है. अरे हाँ, मैं कह रहा था तुम शादी कब कर रहे हो, घर निकली जा रही है. सर ये बात करनी थी आपको. हाँ यही कह रहा था, चलो चाय पी के आते हैं.
So what is this? कुछ भी नहीं था. Mind has created such a big disaster. बेचारा ने weekend पूरा खराब कर दिया, है ना? Unnecessarily spoiled his weekend thinking like what will happen on Monday and what is happening. That is really this thought. Mind creates such unnecessarily. We will be wasting our day, time, months, year, life in thinking about all this. So what is I? I was infinite, uncontrolled thoughts. This will keep coming. We waste our most of the energy in thinking. This person would have said this because of this. Unnecessarily situations will be created. That person didn't even think about, but we created a big image, big story out of it. This because of mind. Movie, direction, everything is there in mind. Photography. This is about, this is about again some suicide cases, all this. It shows like only because of mind. Mind becomes, it's so much tensed, and because of thoughts. Students' life only you see how, like in IIT also you would have heard about one incident. Why? Because see, in classes you see there will be front bench people and the back benches. So back benches will not suicide, है ना? They will be happy, like पास भी हो गए ना मस्त. But सुसाइड कहाँ होगा? दोज पीपल बेचारे, उनका माइंड इतना सीरियस है, दे आर स्टडिंग सिंसियर. ओ आई वुड बी टॉपर और बिकॉज ऑफ 1 मार्क आई लॉस्ट इट. बेचारे जितने जेई वाले प्रिपरेशन करते हैं, आधे तो बेचारे ऑल दिस बिकॉज ऑफ दिस टेंशन ओनली, दे आर नॉट एबल टू परफॉर्म बेटर because of this. Actually I want to share one experience. This is my I hope Chaitanya's experience only. This is about his advanced exam. Okay, because I was just teaching him Bhagavad Gita because I didn't have anything what I can like now final exam stage, what he can learn. So this is about just final exam, advanced. He is going for that exam. And there are two advanced one, the दो paper थे, first morning slot and then evening slot. So first paper when he went, there were like advanced exam is very difficult to clear, right? That you know. And percentage of, I don't remember that percentage, but something I remembered. So that percentage of passing is very, very, very less. And this boy, he knows like he could only do the exam 5 marks ka correct. Only 5 marks ka correct. That, but in there is the first exam and second exam combined together, there is a minimum threshold, and that is very tough to get also. This boy has got 5 marks, but this boy came with the confidence outside the exam. He came to me, he said very happy, Mama kya lekar aayo khane ke liye? I brought puri, aloo or something. He ate nicely, very nicely, no tension, nothing. And then he went and wrote next exam. And then he came, he hugged me. माँ तेरा बेटा IIT में चला गया. अच्छा, it was best exam, Mama. Okay. And then when his result came, then he told, Mama, you know, this has happened in the first part. And if second part I wouldn't have done well, then overall percentage will not come to the threshold. I would not be cleared for the IIT. But he cleared that only just because of confidence and not having any mind tension. That is the reason. See, mind can create any problem. Because of mind, though you may know everything, you know all the answers, but you are not able to write, and you get failed. Though you are like you have all intelligence, material intelligence, you know everything, but here only Krishna helped. I would say it's just that. Like that was very, very tough exam. So first level was, but then the combined percentage he made it. Whatever was there for the second one, he combined that first part ka minimum and second part ka. So that's how. But you see, if normal person without any spiritual touch, when you are losing in the first part, your confidence level automatically goes down. You won't be able to go for the second test itself. There is no, like you will feel, इसमें इतना बुरा हाल हो गया, next exam तो I won't be able to write only, right? So this will become only strong when you have spirituality. When you are inner, you are strong from inner, then only you will get it. Otherwise, it's not possible. But that time to this boy was not doing that much. Only thing is, little bit I was teaching him. That's it. Okay. So mind, I just remember, I thought I'll just share with you. So we discussed about magnifies the problem, and then we discussed about infinite thoughts. Remember infinite thoughts? Which video? Where this person spoiled his weekend. Now next is never in present. So because why you will never be in present? Because this example only which I was talking about, if we think about what has happened in the past, then automatically you will think what will happen in the future. Then you will not be able to do justice with the current situation, right? So never in present. Okay. So mind will always be thinking about what has happened in the past, and you just see how this picture is all about, always running from past to future, but not in the present. So that is why we try to, I keep telling you to do mantra meditation. Why we tell you to do mantra meditation? Because when you chant mantra, you are always chanting on that mantra, not the previous mantra. You are not thinking previous may I didn't chant it properly, future I will chant properly. You are chanting at that moment. So that particular time you are focusing present. So that's why we do mantra meditation, so that your mind comes at the present. So these things are helping you to be in present. So N is never in present. So mind, because it's always thinking what has happened in the past and trying to analyze and think about it, what will happen in the future. Now experience the bliss of being in the present. So what does it mean? Say for example, you are having your prashadam, okay, you are eating, and then with that you're thinking about past, or you're thinking about gulab jamun could have been there, like you are just thinking about what should have been there, or you're seeing the mobile and your mind is in that absorption, automatically thought process also will go in that. So if instead of that, if you are eating and enjoying the food, then you will feel a bliss, because you are enjoying the taste. Like sometimes like for me also, my son, whenever he calls, though I love him a lot, but when I'm eating food, please मैं खाना खा रही हूँ उसके बाद करूँ, मज़ा ही नहीं आएगा. So we have to enjoy that bliss what we get it in each moment. Otherwise now you people are here, or yesterday when we were in Aruna Mataji's place, like we were, that's why we set the mood like we will enjoy. So when you came here, your objective should be like, today I will ensure like I understand mind, and whenever mind tries to rule over, I should be able to control it. So mind, last fourth is distraction. So what will happen? When mind is thinking, then automatically focusing will not be there. When focus is not there, whatever you do activities, that will not be productive. That is why in office you will see people mind is so troubling them. Though they will tell we don't have bandwidth, we are busy, but still they can talk for 2 hours criticizing the office environment. I feel like how you can get this much time, and they are very busy. And if there is a presentation planned for tomorrow, they will say no time, how do we prepare with it? But 2 hours they can waste in talking about this. Then I will say itni देर में तो बन जाता था ना. So that, because mind will play so much unnecessarily, we will waste our time and focus will not be there. We will not be able to do what is required. It's better sit and finish off, right? And then what will happen? Mind is not focusing, productivity will not come, and then automatically will be in stress and anxiety. So outcome will not come. That is what is happening in students' life, majorly in students' life, and people who have just started their career. That is happening because sudden transition from one stage to another, and not able to manage work, right? And office environment, because it's all corporate kind of thing, and sudden people say something and they do something different. So that kind of thing distracts people, and what is happening? Mind get stress and will be anxiety. So what do we say? Mind is our friend or mind is enemy? Both. On us, right? So how mind is behaving, it is depending on us, right? So we will see what Bhagavad Gita is saying about mind. Bandhuratmanastasya yenatmaivatmana jitaha anatmanastu shatrutve vartetatmaiva shatruvat. Somebody can read.
For him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy.
So mind is a friend when you have conquered the mind, and mind is the enemy when you are not able to control. So there is a scenario for uncontrolled mind. So we tell all of you, like we keep telling that mantra meditation Nidhi Mataji is sending every day, right? But the mind is saying no time. We will chant on our own. Somehow we will do it, or we will chant later. Time is not matching. We have lot of work. So many things will be told by the mind, and mind conquers also. Matlab it wins also, because that's how very few will join. And then like you have these sessions. Sometime mind will say, "ठीक है ना, one day in between we can miss. What is there? We can understand." So and as I gave an example, attend online. Why to travel? We can sit at home and then do it. And then sometimes mind will tell whether we should do bhakti now. Still time is there, na? When we grow old, that time we will do. Lot of time is there. That thought will come. Some will think about college. There is too much of studies. Studies only we are not able to manage. How do we do bhakti? And started working. Work pressure is there. We are not able to do. Married. No time. Children. Bachcha chota hai. We can't do. So old age, body will not be giving you. Your body will not help you to do, right? So then whole life is gone only, na? So mind will play nicely. That is how it is. It behaves like this. So for mind it says Chanchalam hi mana Krishna Tamadi balvadridam Tasyaham nigraham manye Vayuriva sudushkaram. Yeah, please read.
Hare Krishna. The mind is
Hare Krishna. The mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate and very strong. O Krishna, and to subdue it, I think is more difficult than controlling the wind.
So who is saying this? Arjuna. So Arjuna is saying wind can be controlled, but mind cannot be controlled. He can control wind. So he is telling, for us, we can't do anything. So mind controlling is very, very difficult because it's very chanchal. Now you have, we will see one or two example. So this is a it's just that because he's a small baby, you can see he's doing, but same thing is happening with us internally. Like this, mind is troubling badly, but we are not able to express. This boy is able to express. That's why it comes out and he'll be fine. But for us, it doesn't come out. Internally, it poison. This poison gets created and converted into stress. This boy has cried. His stress is gone to his. Our stress we will send it to our father. Who is our father? Krishna, right? This I think we have studied, right? Remember, you people remember, or we did it in this class? Okay, so we will just you have now, you know, gross body, you know, subtle body, you know, gross body you can see, you can feel, you can touch, you can, all senses you can correlate. Subtle we are talking about one part which is mind. Now entire body. little this one because it's from Katha Upanishad. Atmanam ratitam vedhi Shariram ratameva cha Buddhim tu saratim vidhi Mana pragraham eva cha Indriyani hayanahur Vishayansteshu gocharan Atmanendriya manoyuktam Bhokteti ahumanish manishina. So this, okay. So I'll just tell you here. Atmanam ratitam vedhi. So here Atmanam ratitam vidhi. The individual, soul. Soul is passenger. Soul is a passenger in the car of material body. Shariram Rathamevatu. So this body is chariot. Okay? And who is sitting in the chariot? Soul. Buddhi tu sarathim vidhi. Intelligence is sarthi. Sarthi mane driver. Mana pragraha mevacha. Mind is a driving instrument. Okay. Now Indriyani hayanahur. So senses, horses, है ना? And what will happen? Self is enjoyer or sufferer. Why? Because of association of mind and senses. We will just see whatever we were talking about. Right? Who is suffering? Soul is suffering. Who is driving? See, see what happens here. Driver is intelligence, right? But the problem is mind is driving, right? Because mind is strong. Our intelligence is weak. And if we make our intelligence stronger, then only driver will take the lead. Right now, see, mind cannot do anything on its own. Mind can just say, I like this, I don't like it. But drive karne ka kaam, who does it? Intelligence. Because plan making is done by intelligence only. So finally, driver is intelligence. But only thing is, if your intelligence is strong, it will guide mind how work should be done, whether to do it or whether not to do it. And these horses are senses. And when these senses are attracted towards sense objects, automatically mind gets distracted. This mind is distracts, right? And it goes here and there. The person sitting in the chariot will suffer, right? So this entire chariot is compared to a body. Clear? So your entire body is like a chariot, and you have like we are talking about the subtle part, which is mind intelligence, right? And how mind and intelligence and how senses are connected. And senses also, we saw like senses correlation through the gross elements, right? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, how they are. So we have seen the correlation of Lord's external energy, right? Earth, water, fire, air, ether. For all this we see senses. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, taste, and all these are senses, right? And these senses are attracted towards sense objects. When senses are attracted towards sense object, mind also get diverted, and when mind is diverted, horses will go here and there, and soul will suffer. Now this is an example where mind again wins. That happens with everybody. Alarm, you have put the alarm and then keep snoozing it. And when you snooze it, some kind of thought comes. You know, you have a meeting, you have so many activities. So 10 minutes, just 15 minutes, half an hour, like that we keep snoozing it. And when you keep snoozing it, your mind is also helping you. It will tell, will adjust, less, take less time. Some of the work you can do it while traveling, right? Some of the things can be adjusted. Bath we will do it fast. Breakfast skip कर देंगे, office में देख लेंगे. Like that, intelligence will keep guiding, and then relax, because it will tell you sleep, because sleep is more important. Because if you are not like, if sleep is not completed, then whole day will be wasted. Better sleep. So that, and intelligence will give you guidance, help. So you sleep, I will help you. Okay, it will give you direction. Okay, बाद it will go outside. Let mind play. Because it will give you the plan. But finally, mind will be on the another side. Desires, suffering will be on the soul, right? See, we should understand this. Then only we can work on it. Otherwise, how we will do it? So now you can say like mind is controlling you. We can say, right? Mind is controlling us in many situations, because it's otherwise if our intelligence is strong, then we will be able to do many things. You see, some people are not able to manage only household activity. Very difficult. Whether they are housewife, then also they will say very difficult to do bhakti. Students also will say very difficult to do any other things. People working in an office also will be able to say we can't do. Some people will be able to do with everything, right? So it just depends how your mind is working, whether you are able to conquer your mind. If we can conquer our mind, we can progress. It's not about body stamina. Doesn't matter actually, because strength you will get it. It's all because of our mind. Mind only makes us so weak because your inner strength is not there. Your intelligence is not strong. So that's why we feel like we are not able to do. Sometimes when people are in office, they will make their work, they will do the presentation for 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, they will do now, because that is the crucial for tomorrow morning, right? But when it comes to bhakti, no, that much time night they will not do, because that is not their priority, and they don't understand the importance of it, how it will be helping them in their day-to-day activity, that they don't understand, right? Now we have seen senses, we saw mind, we talk about intelligence. Now we see how one is superior to other. Indriyani parayahur indriyebhe param manaha manasastu para buddhir yo buddhe paratastu sa. Somebody can read.
The working senses are superior to dull matter. Mind is higher than the senses. Intelligence is still higher than the mind, and he, the soul, is even higher than the intelligence.
Right. So this is very clear. But ulta, everything is reversed, right? Mind is lesser, lower than the intelligence. So intelligence should rule mind, but mind is ruling intelligence, right? Because of not having strong intelligence. So what do we do so that our mind is controlled? What do we do?
We should make our intelligence strong.
And how do we make our intelligence strong?
By maybe chanting.
By chanting, by reading scriptures. Reading scriptures is the only way through which your intelligence becomes stronger. Intelligence becomes stronger doesn't mean logical intelligence, okay? So don't say like logical intelligence. Logic intelligence, to automatically work will be done, that you don't worry. Without logic also it will happen. But your your spiritual intelligence will be strong. When your spiritual intelligence will be strong, mind, strength will be there, mind will be in right direction. Because I can tell you with my realization also, when I started doing spirituality, office work, I don't have to spend 8 hours, but I should be very careful. So it's like with less working hours, same output will come, because directions will be like our mind will be stronger. That work, how it should be done, intelligence will guide. So unnecessarily we won't be spending time in thinking about the work, and it automatically happens. And if people are studying, if they are in the study state, or they started their career, you see the impact when you read scriptures, you follow spiritual practices, automatically your productivity, your performance will be increased. You don't have to struggle for like normal student will spend too many hours for studies, but a person who is taking time for spirituality by doing mantra meditation or by reading Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, automatically their intelligence will be sharpened and mind will be under control and will be productive, because that unnecessary thought process mind will not get into. So you will be productive. So this mind we have studied, and we understood like how mind is a friend or mind is an enemy, depends on whether it is under control or it is out of control. And how do we control? By making our intelligence stronger. And by making our intelligence stronger, we should read scriptures. That is the only way to. Scriptures also should not be read for the purpose of learning shlokas or remembering. Understanding the perspective, then automatically intelligence will become stronger. Otherwise, other things also people are learning, this also they are learning, but it should be learned with the purpose of understanding. Then automatically intelligence will be sharpened, stronger. So we should make our intelligence. So now we are talking about solutions. Previously we saw M is magnifying problem, I infinite thoughts. So we were seeing about how mind works. Now also we are seeing how mind works, but how it can control. So make the intelligence. M stands for make the intelligence strong. Involve in positive engagement. That's how we keep telling you people to come for mantra meditation daily. Damodar month is there of a lamp, right? So when you are only problem is our engagement. If our mind is engaged in positive thing, automatically no negative thoughts will come. Where will you have time? Mind is so occupied in planning for Lord's activity, where it will have time to think about any other aspects, right? Never trust the mind. And delete previous impressions. How will you delete? By creating new impressions. How will you create new impressions? By coming to these classes and attending these programs, seeing Lords and offering lamps. Some or other way, when you sleep, your mind, those kind of pictures will come, those impressions will come, and slowly it will get registered. When before coming to these classes, you people might be listening to music, songs, movie songs, so those will be running in the mind. It usually happens, right? But now, how many times, morning, evening, afternoon, programs, Hare Krishna, but still you see it is very difficult. It should come in our sleep, right? But that is also very difficult, because it has to clean all the previous impressions, all the dirty things, and depends on how much time we are giving for it. And whatever time we are giving, whether mind is there in that particular moment. If mind is there, then absorption will be there. Then only previous impressions will be deleted. So practice is, simple thing is regular study of Bhagavad Gita, coming for these classes, and everyday mantra meditation. That's why we keep telling you, do mantra meditation. Mantra meditation is the only way to solve all your problems. Man ka tantra, because it will control your mind. You will, once you chant, Lord only says na, if you chant my name, you will be able to see me, you will be able to enjoy. Lord Chaitanya came and he said like Cheto Darpan Marjanam, it will clean the mirror of the heart, है ना, Cheto Darpan Marjanam, Bhavo Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. And Lord is not like us. Today one statement, another day another statement. He said it will clean, and it will pakka clean, and it will take you from the Bhav Sagar. It is clearly mentioned, right? If some, that's last time also I think I said like, if somebody says we believe, we have a faith, just have faith on these words, like we can come out of it. There is an instrument given to us, and we are so lucky like we got this instrument, and we are so fortunate like we got this opportunity to come in association with devotees and progress in spirituality and come out of all this. Just imagine, this is very higher concept, but still I am telling you people, just imagine like the life goes like this. You grow, you're studying, you work, you get married, you have children, and then you grow old, die, and then you're coming out of it again, getting into another womb, again coming out, again doing this, right? We can come out of all these things, very simple. When you are coming out, remember Lord. Like last breath we should remember Lord, and whatever time period we are having now, we don't know when we will die, because that expiry date, our expiry date, we don't know. But at least whatever moment we have, we should be creating the impressions to connect with the Lord. And very simple solution. If really somebody wants, if they are doing it, Lord will give the mercy. And this Damodar month, Lord is having a special mercy for his devotees. Those who chant, he gives more benefit to them. And in this month, he got bound by Mother Yashoda, right? And he bound by the love. So how much ever we can give love, that is what we are trying to do. Our whole entire Bhakti Viksha group, like we are getting like a sari sale. Wherever sale is there, we are running. So wherever we get an opportunity to have Deep Dan, our entire team is ready to go, so that they all get that benefit and help. Like if you are doing the job of your manager, automatically manager will be happy. Now Lord, bichare, he has to come to tell Bhagavad Gita. Lord Chaitanya came. Now whatever small steps we are taking, we can go back and tell, now we did this step. So this is our count. These many souls we connected to you. So we are directly doing the job of a Lord, right? So why Lord ke servant hona is so nice, right? Instead of becoming servant of all these people in the organizations or any other place, right? Become a Lord servant. You will enjoy, because he will never cheat, and he has so much of wealth, so much of prosperity. And your manager or your organization CEO, how much he can give salary? Fixed only, little bit bonus you will get. He can give any time, because he has too much, full of opulence, full of wealth. Anytime I keep telling this statement, don't worry about money, because we are servant of him. Our master has lot of money, so don't think about it. Just keep doing the work for him. He will take care. Okay, so that's all. We will conclude. And any questions, Chelsea? Any questions, any doubt? Are you clear about entire concept? Yes?